Hello, my name is Gracie Moore, and this is my video explaining my research project and what I did my paper on, and it was entitled, Where Does a Dancer's Joy Go? So here's my abstract, which I will read for y'all because I feel like it gives you a really good idea of what my paper was about. So dancers experience a wide range of emotions throughout their training. Some are good emotions and some are bad emotions. It is widely known that exercise is connected to positive emotions. So why is it that dancers are some of the most depressed groups of athletes? Although dancers will often face negative feelings throughout their career, there are ways to help dancers in their relationship with dance. Coping strategies such as self-talk, mental rehearsal, micro goals, and gratitude can help dancers have a more positive outlook on their relationship with dance. So here's what the majority of my paper was on and what I did my research on. So I went and I researched coping techniques for athletes, and then I found ways to specifically apply them to dancers. So the first one I picked was micro goals, which are little small goals that help you get to a really big goal. And the reason these can be so important for dancers is because it helps them have little achievements or like accomplishes along the way. You can create one for the month up, or you can even create one each class. I really like to create one each class, and that way I can say I'm going to focus on this one thing, or I'm going to be able to do this one small thing today in class, and then I walk out feeling more satisfied and more accomplished and even more confident sometimes. The next one is mental rehearsal. And this when you're practicing real world movements inside your head perfectly. And this can actually boost your confidence, and it makes you more likely to do it on the stage. So if I am about to perform and I have a really hard turn sequence, I can envision myself doing that turn sequence in my head. And then I'm going to do it perfectly in my head. It's going to give me a confidence boost for one thing. And it's also going to make it more likely for me to be able to do it well on stage. The next one is self-talk or interpersonal communication. You can kind of use this one in two ways. You can either use it saying, Gracie, you're really good at dance, or you're going to nail this turn combination, like you can do this. But I kind of like to look at it from a different perspective. I usually like to tell myself, like, Gracie, you're lucky to be able to dance. You're lucky you have time to be at ballet today. You're lucky that you get to take class today. You're going to have a good class. Dance is going to make you happy today. Just really trying to gear up my mental state for class, and just trying to remind myself like how much like I love dance and how it should be like a calming thing for me and not a stressful thing. And then also for gratitude. So that's an ongoing appreciation for dance. It doesn't have to do with being appreciative of the part or the level that you made it in, or getting into company, or having a good performance. It's like being appreciative of dance, is being appreciative of movement, and being able to have like a dance community and being able to go to class. So the reason I chose this topic is because I want everyone to be able to find the same joy in dance that I have found. And I definitely didn't find that joy overnight. It was kind of a long process of me changing my outlook and my perspective, because ballet and dance used to make me super nervous. It used to give me anxiety, and I didn't want to go to class because I knew there were going to be things I wasn't going to be able to do, or someone was going to be doing something better than me. And I was just constantly competing to be the best, and that's just not what dance is about. And then finally, over time, I just started getting more excited to go to class, and I kind of was like, took a step back, and I was like, well, what's making like this difference? Like, how come all of a sudden like ballet is giving me like joy again, and how come it's more fun? And I just kind of started realizing that before I was walking into class, I was just like giving myself these affirmations and these like just telling myself like, I'm going to have a really good class today. Like, I'm so excited to be here, and I'm going to put everything else to the side right now, and I'm going to walk into this class, and it's going to be my focus. I'm not going to stress about outside things. I'm going to go into this class. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on ballet. I'm going to focus on doing the best I can. And this just really helped me joy and a new love for dance, and I just feel so passionate about helping other people find the same joy that I have found. I'm just hoping that these coping techniques can help all dancers take a step back, look at maybe like what is making them feel depressed over dance, and maybe using these coping techniques to have more joy and more positivity going into the classroom. For my creative element, I decided to make 2 infographics, and they do go together. So the first one is for the coping techniques that I chose, and it just gives the coping technique, and then it kind of gives a little bit of a definition and maybe like why it is useful or how you do it. And then the second one is a dancer positivity worksheet. So it takes you through each micro goal, and then it kind of asks you some questions. That way you can perform them yourself, but you can also have a little bit of guidance if you're not so used to doing them. Thank you so much.